Here are a few tips that will help you do a muscle up. My head's touching the ceiling. All right, let's start off with the first one. And this is the most important one, the hand placement on the bar. If I walk up to the bar and I just grab the bar like I'm gonna do a pull-up, this is gonna make it pretty hard to do a muscle up. When I do a muscle up, I am rotating my hands forward. So like, literally look at my wrist. It's completely bent, like almost at 90 degrees. And that's the grip position you wanna be in. You wanna have a completely bent position because this is going to allow you to not only pull harder, but also allow you to assist in the transition. So I'm preparing my hands to be on top of the bar. And if I'm pulling in this position here, I'm going to have to slightly let go and then readjust on the way up, which makes the muscle up more difficult. But if I prepare my grip for the muscle up before I even do the muscle up, now the transition to get on top of the bar is going to be much easier. I still have to let go a little bit, but that transition is going to be so much smoother and I don't have to let go as much to prepare for the impact of landing on top of the bar. All right, so now I have my hands prepared to go. I'm going to take a step or two back so I'm kind of opened up. So when I pick my feet up off the ground, I'm going to have a little bit of a swing. And sometimes I'll actually step forward to create that swing because we're aiming for the apex of when that swing starts to come back and then generating the pull. So setting up, let's say I set up directly underneath the bar, I'll take a step back and then I'll step into the swing. And then once I hit that apex, that's when I'm pulling. And that's when you can have a slight kip if you're doing strict. Obviously you want to keep your legs straight, but I'm here, I'm stepping forward, apex up, and I'm generating a lot of that pull on the way back when I hit that apex. The next thing is going to be how you pull. What I see is a lot of people doing that chicken wing to get their first muscle up, and that's okay if you're a beginner, but we want to practice good form and those elbows crossing paths at the same time instead of one at a time. And so a way to generate more force and prevent that chicken wing from happening is we're going to be hanging onto the bar and we're going to pretend like we're pulling our elbows inwards. And by doing this, we are also using the palms of our hand. We're trying to bend the bar just like this, bending it. And you want to be kind of intense with that. That's why you see me like gritting my teeth. You want to be bending it because we're generating a lot of power, okay? You don't have to be an angry person, but you have to be a powerful person. And that comes with focus and attention to what you're doing. So we're just bending that bar, trying to touch our elbows together while also engaging our core. I know it's a lot, but stay with me. So we're here, we set up our hands, we're gonna get in that swing, and we're gonna bend our elbows in and pull as hard as we can and up. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to touch your elbows together, but this conscious compression of pulling your elbows in is not only gonna help prevent that chicken wing, but it's gonna generate so much more power coming over the bar. And by bringing your elbows in, you're also, visually, you're not actually bending the bar, but you're visually bending the bar, and we're pushing with the side of our hands to generate that power. And the last thing is just being conscious of which direction we are taking our body. I like to pretend like there's an invisible bar that I'm trying to hit my head, the top of my head. So the top, not my forehead, the top of my head, because that's going to help me extend just a little bit further and try to touch my head on it. And usually what happens is you'll teeter over the bar and you'll roll into the top position. And so putting it all together, pretending there's an invisible bar up there that's not directly above this bar we're on, but like slightly behind it and straight up, that's gonna allow for a really good pull path. We're setting up, we're stepping back, we're coming to that apex, we're pulling, and then, the roof works just as well, but all those together should really help you develop a more powerful muscle up and hopefully prevent you from chicken winging.